Hello, YouTube. Today I just wanted to say that lately I have been more appreciative of primary source content providers here on YouTube. And by that I mean the kind of people who go outside and film something and then put it on YouTube, or just turn on a camera and talk to the camera. But not so much people who do response videos, who do reaction videos, who do ponage videos, or compilation videos, like cringe compilations and all that stuff where they're making meta content instead of making their own content. They're using other people's content to bounce off of, and many times I see that as being the winning formula as far as getting views and subs and whatnot, because it can be more dramatic. It can be more offensive and look like better content, but really, without the primary source content provider, those people wouldn't exist. And yesterday morning, I was sent a link to a website called Ripoff Report from the Brain Enema. And the Brain Enema was tickled about this. She made a video about this. I'll link it below. Um, she and myself are featured in a trailer for a an upcoming video on this website about Nick Bravo. And ironically, the thing's called ripoffreport.com, right? And they ripped off our videos. Now, I've got 2,000 plus videos here on YouTube. I do a series on flags and copyrights and whatnot. And I can tell you, this was not fair use. It was not commentary, criticism, or parody of my video. They just took a portion of my video to put in theirs, to help their narrative along. But did they ask me for my permission to be in their video? No. Did they ask Nick Bravo for permission to use any of his videos? No. Pretty sure they didn't. I don't know about the Brain Enema, but she said that Salami Nugget sent that to her, and then she was happy about that. So I'm guessing that it was a surprise to her too. And it's not the worst example of someone taking my content and then creating other content with it, and putting some production polish on it and then selling it again. I've had my content stolen by local news organizations back when I was filming the Occupy movement, with footage that they couldn't have possibly gotten except through my channel. Exact scenes from my channel, behind the scenes stuff that they couldn't get a reporter in there, but I was allowed in, so I got the footage, and then they just use it. Stuff with city council members and whatnot. And my original one DMCA that I've ever done, which was against Virum Serum, who just put a top and tail on a video from my channel, and called it their own, put it on their blog, and then they ended up getting thousands more views than my original video did, which pissed me off. And then they won the DMCA that I put on them. They won that case, and then they finally just gave me credit in the bottom of their video after they'd already gotten all the thousands of video views that they were going to get. They conceded and put credit in there, so no one who viewed it actually saw the credit. But I'm looking at this Ripoff Report website. I'm like, they say their tagline is, "Don't let them get away with it. Let the truth be known." Well, the truth is, they didn't contact me to be part of that trailer. And the truth is, I feel like they're taking a whole bunch of other people's videos, making a narrative out of it, and then putting some production polish on it, some background music, and they're doing a formulaic thing to probably get more views and more ad revenue out of it than anyone who made these videos in the first place. But did they do any of the legwork to do this expose? No, they're following a narrative that was posted online in forums and put out there in YouTube videos by the Brain Enema, by me, by Tom Davis, by Salami Nugget, by a whole bunch of others. All My Mirrors, they're using all of this work that was already out there. They're just putting some production polish on it and then calling it theirs. And I also hate it when I see the topic du jour, the thing of the day to be talked about, 100 times in my subscriptions feed. Who the fuck cares about International Women's Day enough to think that, oh my goodness, it's another topic and everyone's going to be talking about it? Holy fuck! That showed up so many fucking times in my subscriptions feed. I don't know why. But I can tell you that I appreciate people who come up with original things to talk about a lot more. And just because a thing exists as a thing and it's becoming popular doesn't mean that you have to talk about it because it's trending. You can make your own content. You can think for yourself and go, what do I want to talk about today?